Hey guys, RPM here. Hope y'all doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I wanted to make a video talking about how to do certain things in GPU mining. And specifically, this video is going to pertain to those that have no idea how to mine another coin. And yeah, I'm going to address a lot of different questions here regarding, finding the coin that you want to mine. Where do I get the wallet address that I want to mine? How do I mine the crypto that I want? How do I set the overclocks for certain coins? How do I receive the coins from the mining pool I choose? Doesn't matter which mining pool I am mining on. What can I do with the coins that I receive from mining and taxes? Where do I go look for mining profitability to get the most out of my GPUs? And then lastly, I'm going to talk about, should I care about mining profitability? So these questions here are the ones I think that could pertain to a lot of new miners. And this is really going towards the reason why I'm making this video is because of the Great Ethereum Hashrate Migration that Son of a Tech has started. We're going to be literally doing that tomorrow, but I'll have him explain here.
I have set up to plan out will be on Friday, May 13th. So prepare yourself for Friday, May 13th to have low revenue and help us out. Yes, I realize this is asking a lot. Yes, I realize a lot of people won't do it. In fact, I'm not even sure that we will see anybody like Red Panda Mining or Bitsby Trippin with larger farms even do this. But if we can even get a modest amount of hash rate, let's say 5 to 10% of the Ethereum hash rate to move over anywhere, we can start to build out numbers and such.
That is the basic premise of this whole thing. I mean, as all of us are maybe potentially mining Ethereum already, right? Maybe miners that have never mined other coins out there, maybe such as Ethereum Classic, Raven Coin, or anything like that. We're doing this to get a better understanding and how to do certain things after Ethereum moves to proof of stake, which is going to happen sooner or later. And yeah, so I think it's best that we talk about this now and potentially get some data, whether or not there's going to be enough people that's going to move over or not. This video, hopefully I will address some questions that hopefully will help at least one person. So anyways, guys, let's begin. And before I begin, this video is sponsored by Watom.io. Watom is a complete Bitcoin mining solutions provider and the largest distributor of Bitcoin mining equipment in the United States. Watom has got all your mining needs covered by offering everything from the latest ASIC miners to mobile mining containers and power transformers, as well as complete hosting services and full facility buildouts. Their team of over 100 mining experts has got you covered by offering exceptional customer service. They also offer installment payment plans, which makes getting into Bitcoin mining or scaling your existing mining operations that much easier. Link down below to watom.io/RPM. So before I begin the first question, I just want to mention to you all that I will be mining Aeon for the Great Ethereum Hashrate Migration. So I'm going to take I guess this video will be a screenshot for me a day before. And actually that's the 11th right now. So the 13th, that's when we'll all move over. I'm going to be doing Aeon. And so, yeah, we want to make sure, all right, that when you guys are going to be choosing a coin to mine, that you are going to distribute the hash rate. So the fundamental aspect of decentralization, you want to make sure that you don't have all the hash rate on one mining pool because you want to keep it decentralized. So for example, aeonpool.tech right now has 71.7% of the hash rate. I think it will be great that if we can move, if people decide to mine Aeon, which I'm going to be doing, move some hash rate to woollypoly.com, move some hash rate to aeonmine.org so that it's not such a big disparity here between the other mining pools. And that really goes against all the other mining pools as well, that if you are choosing to mine on, let's say Ethereum Classic or maybe Raven Coin, Raven Coin, you can see, decently decentralized, but more so, let's try not to mine to two miners. Okay, try to mine to another pool. And this is, I guess, these numbers here is a great screenshot that I could use for the future after the migration happens. So this is really good. So guys, anyways, let's begin the first question. All right, finding the coin you want to mine. And this is one that I would say when you're getting into crypto mining, it's probably not really a popular question because most people are probably looking at what to mine. And you're gonna clock in your, I don't know, let's see, 3080 LHR cards that you just got that are now unlocked, by the way, 100%, which is great. So normally, I mean, yeah, you'll see Ethereum being the top dog in terms of mining profitability. And that is what basically everyone and their dog is mining right now because it is profitable, essentially. But going back to the reason why we're doing this whole thing is because to understand that it's not just Ethereum out there now for mining. There's plenty of other coins that we can mine. So this would be, in my opinion, What to Mine is a great resource to figure out which coin you want to mine, I would say based on profitability. But at this point, let's just pretend that Ethereum is not here. And so let's just go down the list here of other coins. We got Zero, we got Equilibria, we got BitTube Cash, we got Rio, we got Conflux, Swap, all these other coins here. And so you can base your decision on this if you care about profitability. But the other side of it now is if you want to look at other proof of work coins that, you don't really care about profitability. So one thing I wanted to show here is I'm going to show you guys two resources I like to use. Actually, a couple resources I like to use about new proof of work coins, or just you want to see the information regarding the coins. So for example, CoinMarketCap, some people might hate this website because it's owned by Binance now. If you go to their filters, all right, there's a filter button here, and you can go to algorithm and you can base it on proof of work. And so this is going to just filter all of the proof of work coins into one list here that are mineable. And it's going to put in as well ASIC mineable coins. Okay, so Bitcoin obviously is ASIC mining, Dogecoin, which is merge mining Litecoin, right? And then we got Cadena, Zcash. These are all ASIC now. Monero, that's all, I believe, CPU. Bitcoin Cash, ASIC. But other ones here, Ethereum Classic, we got Ravencoin, GPU mineable. Oh, sorry, Ethereum Classic is actually going to be ASIC. It's going to be dominated by ASICs pretty soon. But anyways, going along, Ravencoin, we got, let's see here, Conflux is here, GPU mineable, Ergo. So Firo, all these other, you can see the coins here that are proof of work. So this is a good way to look at the list in this fashion. CoinGecko also has a similar thing here. When you go to their filter, you can filter it by the hashing algorithms. Okay, so for example, ETH we can filter all the ETH coins. And so we got Ethereum, of course, right? There's Chronos, Ethereum Classic, Quant, Zilliqa, MXC, we got Zero, a lot of different coins here. Some of them might be wrong that are not ETH. I'm not quite sure, but there's a lot of other coins here that you've probably never heard of, that I've never heard of as well. Let's just choose a random one here. It says do your tip. Okay, so this is apparently ETH mineable, and you can see the graph chart here, and that's pretty much it. Let's see, do they have a website link? Well, that's actually one thing now I want to go into is now when you want to search up the coin itself, what I like to do is in CoinMarketCap, like let's just say Vertcoin, for instance. Click Vertcoin. They have links here to go to the Vertcoin website, and also their white paper, community stuff, Twitter, Reddit. These are all great resources that you want to look at, especially to validate that this coin that you are going to be potentially mining is legitimate or is something that you believe in, right? Especially if you want to read their white paper, you believe what they stand, what the fundamentals are. And another thing, a big thing really, is also doing the research, right? Doing the research of the coin that you want to mine is going to their Reddit, going to look on their Twitter, seeing if they're active, seeing if, there's anything, people saying that this coin, Vertcoin potentially is a scam. I'm just using Vertcoin here as a coin that I just randomly clicked on What to Mine, okay, on CoinMarketCap, okay, guys, just letting you know. I'm not saying everyone go to Vertcoin now. This is just something I'm showing. So it looks like, there you go, you can see they have activity on their Reddit. So that's good. There's community here. You can see on their Twitter. Let's see, tweet and replies. Okay, so they're not really active on their Twitter much anymore, but looks like they followed me. Oh, I gotta follow them back. I'm sorry. There we go. So yeah, that's just one example, right? Vertcoin. Let's just do another one just so you guys, I can show you guys what I mean here. Our filter is gone, so we got to apply the filter again, and go to algorithm, proof of work. All right, let's see. I just want to see if they have ETH. Yeah, they do. Okay, perfect. So, okay. So this is a much smaller list than what CoinGecko has. That's pretty funny. But okay, let's check out Ubiq. All right, Ubiq is mineable, and looks like they rank 1,366 in terms of market cap. If you guys don't understand what market cap means, it's just the total valuation of Ubiq and all the I guess it equates all the markets and stuff all together, how much it's worth, and BTC, all that stuff. So here, see as well, CoinMarketCap shows their website, ubiqsmart.com. If we open that up, You know, you want to do your research, look at this, you know, what is Ubic, what they stand for, what their white paper is. Do they have a white paper here? Ah, right here. White paper. So let's click on this, see where it opens up to. And it goes to a Ubic Smart blog. Okay, and okay, this is apparently their white paper. Not that big. It's actually quite small. Interesting. Anyways, guys, that's how you research in that aspect. Now, lastly, I want to show you guys one place I found that you can search up for new coins. In Mining Pool Stats, I thought this was pretty cool. If you click on new coins, there's just a green button here. You can see the past, let's see, 59 days. We got Bitcoin Nickel, Canada eCoin 59 days ago. That sounds amazing. Cafe Coin, Bitcoin Zero, Bitorium, I think I've heard of that. Pika Coin, Tubo Pay. Man, these are interesting names here, but you can see these are coins that looks like there's not a lot of hash rate. Actually, there's a decent amount of hash rate on some of these. Turbo Pay, Script Algo. Okay, so this is great. You can see these are, a lot of these are the Script Algo. I believe that's a Litecoin slash Dogecoin mining. So yeah, this is also another way you can use to just scope out some new coins that you want to try. Oh, this is a Ghostwriter, Bitorium. So this is, I'd say, a CPU, strong on CPU mining algo. Yeah, wow, already a lot of decent amount of miners already. All right, guys, so that is the finding the coin you want to mine. That's proof of work, basically. And just do your own research. Basically, make sure the community is great, make sure there's no scams. And yeah, just overall see the coin that you want to support and mine. All right, next question is, where do I get the wallet address for the coin I want to mine? All right, so this is a pretty big question, and it all comes down to I guess, the fundamental aspect of being self-sovereign, as that's the whole point of cryptocurrency. And so you want to make sure you have control over your private keys, your information, your data, you know, everything. So in this way here, where do I get the wallet address for the coin I want to mine? I'm just going to show you guys an example here. Let's go ahead and let's just choose a coin. Okay, so this basically choosing the coin that we want to mine. Let's choose Firo. And you can see here, Firo, you know, it's about it's not that big right now in terms of miners, in terms of mining, but I hope after the merge that, you know, we could see a lot of people move to Firo. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, we want to see now just basically getting the wallet for Firo. And so how to do that, we go to CoinMarketCap. I already have it up here. So if you go to Firo, you can see Firo.org, their white paper, community. So just example, we're going to right click this, open up in a new tab. Now this is where we're going to see the wallet support on Firo. So you can see at the top here, they have Get Firo, About, Community, Guides, Blog, Crowdfunding. But Get Firo, you can see download wallets. So this is where we can see basically the supported wallets that we can use ourselves, right? There's official desktop wallets. So mainly this is where you can install on such as on Linux or Windows machines or Mac. Okay, so Windows, Mac, or Linux. Highly recommend doing it on Linux machines. And actually, before I keep talking about this, mobile wallets and third-party wallets and desktop wallets, is before you install anything, especially the official desktop wallets, don't do it on the same computer where you do everything else. What I mean by that is, example, like a computer that you watch porn on, or you do your banking on, or you go to nefarious websites, or you do your work on. Don't install these types of desktop wallets on that same computer, okay? Do it on a separate machine, such as like a laptop or just another desktop or something that you do nothing but manage the wallets, okay? Whether that's in Windows, whether that's in Mac OS, whether that's in Linux, you want to do it on a machine, in my opinion, on something that's totally separated from your day-to-day computer stuff, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, because as you are doing other stuff, there's potential, or if you're going to like some nefarious website that downloads malware and it somehow gets a hold of, it sees that you have, these crypto wallets on your desktop, it's going to try and probably hack it. And that has happened to a lot of people. It's been something that I have seen many times before. Everyone keeps asking like, hey, I've seen my 2 Ethereum, 3 Ethereum that I mined on my desktop wallet just go out of nowhere, just vanish. And it's because some malware or virus that they had on their PC was on the same computer that they downloaded the desktop wallet. Okay, so you guys have to be mindful that I would highly recommend learning that right now, that if you have a laptop or separate device that you can install these wallets on and do nothing but that, and then simply just turn off the laptop and that's it. Keep the device off. All right. Hopefully, I really want to stress that, because this is something that you want to make sure you want to be safe and make sure that it is good. Make sure your crypto is good. So that basically kind of goes down to now, why don't you just install or get like a hardware wallet? And I highly recommend doing a hardware wallet, like such as a Ledger, maybe a Trezor. But, you know, Ledger and Trezor don't have all of the supported wallets for, you know, let's say Firo, or I think Firo is on Ledger Nano. Don't get me wrong, they are supported on their crypto assets. Let me just see if that, yeah, Firo is supported for send and receive. Yes. Okay. But let's say if you were, for example, were to mine another coin, let's just go to new coins, for example, just an example, Bitorium. Bitorium will not have Ledger Nano or Trezor support, right? Let's just see. I'm pretty sure they don't. Pretty sure they won't show up here. Yeah, Bitorium is definitely not on Ledger. So in that case, it goes back to, you know, going to the Bitorium website. Let's just see if their Twitter's here. Twitter doesn't have many followers. Still a new project, right? According to Mining Pool stats, if we go to new coins, Bitorium, Ghostwriter, 34 days, right? You go to their website, you can see, oh, they have a decent looking website here, which is cool. But their wallet support, that's the big one, right? Wallet support. Go here. And yeah, they got Mac, Raspberry Pi, Windows Wallet, and Linux. So that's all cool, right? So they don't have any mobile support or hardware wallet support. So that goes back to the same thing of having a separate computer to do that. And let you guys know, for me personally, my favorite way to do, you know, to handle your wallets and be, you know, self-sovereign basically, is to do virtual machine, you know, bare metal type of style, like having ESXi, for example. I really like VMware ESXi, and how this works. This is getting a little bit more complicated. I would say the non-technically inclined people will not understand this. This is a bit more work. But what this does basically is you're turning a simple computer, or most likely a server, into a host, a virtual machine host. And you can have multiple operating systems on that host. And there's not only ESXi VMware, but there's like Unraid, Cisco Cloud. There's a bunch of different bare metal hosting at home. And this is a great way that you can install multiple Windows instances, multiple Linux instances, machines, virtual machines, and you can easily back them up through many different methods when you're doing ESXi or Unraid, or there's a bunch of other ones out there. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And you can easily control and segregate and, you know, separate your wallets from your day-to-day or whatever into these different virtual machines, which is really great. So hopefully that kind of makes some sense in that aspect. Okay, so let's go back to Firo here. This is just an example, right? This going to their website, looking at the supported wallets. So Firo has the desktop wallets. That's great. Now let's go to their official mobile wallets. All right, so they have the Android wallet, which is cool, iOS wallet, Campfire wallet, download for Android and iOS. So they have support here for Android and iOS for your phones. So that's really cool. So I would say more so this is more of a hot wallet, and this is not a for sure way that it is secure. Okay, guys, I've seen some people with mobile wallets get hacked, and that's a good segue into the third-party wallets. All right, we got Zelcore. I see Trust Wallet here. These are the two that I like, and this is not financial advice. I'm not sponsored by them. I like Zelcore and Trust Wallet for mobile and also desktop as well. So actually, let me just log into my test one here. So if you, for instance, if you download Zelcore, all right, you can try it now for free. It's free to download, right? Free to download. If we go back to Zelcore here, I just logged in, and if you want to get your receiving address, you can go to Firo. So as I say, I want to get my Firo one, and then you can see receive, and there you go. That is the address that I am going to input in when we are going to mine Firo, and I will show how to do that in another question. Okay, guys? But yeah, this is mainly the second question here is how to get the wallet address so that we're going to use that to mine the coin that you want. All right, so it's just an example. So yeah, that's pretty easy using the Zelcore wallet, getting the address here. And of course, there are many other ways to do that, right? According to Zelcore here, many other wallets. I mean, there's also exchange wallets, but then you are then not self-sovereign. The exchange is in hold of the private keys to your Firo. So you want to make sure that you want to do it like this way. And if at all possible, doing it at home yourself, even if it's on a mobile phone and then you turn the phone off after, maybe you have a separate phone. Like I said, exact same way as keeping it segregated into another machine, another computer. You could do that with having another phone, like an old phone or something, and yeah, having the mobile wallet that way. It's essentially as a potential like a hardware wallet, but it's on a phone that you're going to turn off essentially. And everyone knows that your crypto is going to be on the blockchain. It's not going to be stored in your phone. It's not going to be stored in your hardware wallet. Your coins are on the blockchain. These hardware wallets are the access for you, the private keys for you to send and receive whatever coin that you are going to be mining. So, all right. So hopefully that made some sense for you all, understanding that where do I get the wallet address for the coin I mine? Many ways, but hopefully that helps you guys understand how to do it, and especially on a level of being secure, that you essentially want to do it on separate devices and not on your day-to-day type of machines. All right, my friends, so there you go. Let's go to the next question, and that is how to mine the crypto I want. All right, so the process for this is, for me personally, there is a lot of information regarding just for example, let's go to Ravencoin, for example. Okay, so Ravencoin, and when you go to your pool of your choice, most likely they will have information on how to mine to that mining pool. So for example, let's say we want to mine to minerpool.org for Ravencoin. So we're going to click on that pool. Mining pool stats will bring us to their respective mining pool. And for example, minerpool.org here has a button called Connect. If you click on that, this will show you the information that is needed to mine to wherever server that is closest to you. All right, and if you do want to do a ping to the server to see how much the latency is. But for example, for me, I'm on US West, and so I'm going to have to use this information here to put into T-Rex Miner. And lo and behold, look at this. They have an example for the batch file of what is needed to put into the T-Rex Miner batch file. So you can see here user or -u wallet.worker name. So the wallet is going to be the Ravencoin address that you are going to download. I don't have an example here from Ravencoin, the wallets that are supported. So example, let's go to the Ravencoin website. So here, wallets. You can see they also have the desktop wallets. They also have mobile wallet as well, third-party wallets, Atomic, and yeah, they have a trust wallets here. Zelcore is here, perfect, right? Asset supported as well, which is pretty cool. So if we go back to Minerpool here, so that's where the wallet is going to go into your batch file. You know what? Let me just show you guys an actual example. So let's download T-Rex Miner. So say you have a brand new rig here. I have a rig with an RTX A2000. All right, I already have MSI Afterburner installed here. So most likely their GitHub for T-Rex Miner is going to come up. And we are in Windows. Okay, so this is going to be for Windows users. I will show a HiveOS one here in a sec. Now, look at this. 14 hours ago, 0.26.1 LHR 100% on lock for, except for 3080 and 12 gigabyte and 3050. So that's fine. But we're going to download the Windows zip here. We're going to save that into my downloads folder. And you might get is not commonly downloaded and may be dangerous. So you want to have to go to show all at the bottom right. And you want to say keep. All right, keep anyway. There you go. And now you want to go show in folder. And this is where you can then right click the file that you just downloaded, extract. And it's going to show up there. And here we are. You extracted everything. So now you can see all of the batch files that you can basically just start mining, but you need to input your Ravencoin address. So example. You see here, they already have preloaded 2 miners, Raven miner, Wooly Pooly. So we're gonna edit the 2 miners one here because we're not going to use 2miners.com. So I have to go back to, we got to go to minerpool, you know what, minerpool.org. And let's go to their start mining Ravencoin pool here, go back to connect. So we're going to have to copy this address server here. Go back to here. And you can keep the strat MTCP here. We're going to go copy and remove the web link that was on 2 miners here into minerpool. And now we're going to have to also copy the port that is needed to mine on minerpool. So take that out, put that in. Now you need to put your Ravencoin address here. So that's where you're going to get it from, your whichever wallet you installed and managed. We already talked about that in the previous question and answer. So yeah, just copy that and paste that in. That's your address. And then your rig name, it can be whatever you want, RPM01, right? And then that's it. Save, close it. You want to go back to the folder command here. And then you basically also want to overclock, you know, understand that you're going to have to overclock your GPUs, but I will do that in another question, which I expressed. So we're just going to keep it stock for now, but actually, you know what? We're going to do, I think it's 1,000 memory. Yeah, you know what? We're going to, and the fan also has to go up a lot because these A2000s get pretty hot. So there we go. Press the plus sign, or check mark. Okay, now we can run the 2 miners batch file here, which you probably want to rename that you are going to be mining this to miner pool. Double click, and there we go. This should start mining away now on minerpool.org, which we specified, and your wallet address that you put in on your GPUs. Okay, so this is just a Windows example. I'll wait until we get a share or something. And there we go, 12.79 mega hash. I mean, yeah, I think that's roughly what I should be able to get. I think we can get like 14. But there are a lot of overclocking stuff that you'll have to input if you want to get better efficient numbers. And of course, those resources are going to be on YouTube and such. I would love to show you guys every single setting, but that is a lot of information. I do have a bunch of GPU hash rate videos. In that aspect, you can, for figuring out which is the optimal overclock needed for your GPUs. And there are many GPUs out there. All right, guys, let me go ahead now and let's do a HiveOS demonstration now. There are many different Linux mining operating systems out there. For me, I like to use HiveOS, not sponsored, but link down below if you guys want to sign up for HiveOS. So the coin example, if you want to mine, let's do a different coin. So we're not going to do Ravencoin. Let's do Ergo. All right. So we're just going to type ERG, Ergo, short form code there. Wallet. I don't have an Ergo wallet, but again, same thing goes. Go to the Ergo website, see what their wallets, see which wallets are supported. And yeah, so I'm just going to do, it's going to be a longer string. I'm just doing a test here. Create. And now we want to select the mining pool for Ergo. And this is where we're going to go back to this one right here. We're going to go back to mining pool stats and we're going to type in Ergo right here. And there we go. We can see a lot of the hash rate is on Nanopool at the moment. So we want to spread it out. And I talked about that in the beginning, that we want to make sure we want to stay decentralized. And so we want to make sure we choose a mining pool that's a little bit more, doesn't have a lot more hash rate. So we're just going to choose, let's choose, what's this one? Enigma pool. I've never heard of this one before. Oh, this looks cool. 0% pool fees. Nice. Dead Simple Mining, Flux, Ergo, Alf Mining Pool. Awesome. This looks pretty nice. Okay, so now we're going to go to, looks like, looking at their website, looks like they have a more info here. We're going to click on that. Pool hash rate chart. Okay, so that's the hash rate on the pool. Not how to mine. So let's see. Oh, get started. All right, get started. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Getting started. You're going to need a wallet. I don't have a wallet address for Ergo, but you guys can see an example there. Worker name can be whatever. And select your region. Okay, US West for me. And the mining software. Oh, look at that. So they already input the information here if you so choose. So that's pretty awesome. NB Miner, Team Red Miner for Ergo. NB Miner for NVIDIA cards, and Team Red Miner for AMD cards. Oh, NB Miner can also do AMD cards as well. So that's That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So here's the batch file command here. So we're gonna do if we go back to my Hive OS here, and that is Enigma pool. Yeah, it shows up on Hive OS, so that's nice and easy. We're gonna go US West, select the miner, NB miner, and go to setup miner config. Most likely you may need to add in some stuff, but initially Hive OS will implement all this natively. So, but there are extra arguments you can add, like if example you want to mine with 1 or 2 GPUs or different, whichever GPUs, maybe you have a mixed rig and you want to mine Ergo on 3 or a couple GPUs, and you're going to have to specify which GPUs in order on your mining rig is the one that you want to mine for Ergo. There are probably many videos about that on YouTube, and then create the flight sheet, and then you got to enable that flight sheet on the worker itself, and that's how you start mining Ergo in Hive OS. So that's pretty cool. Okay guys, so I hope that's a little brief explanation, short explanation on how to just get started, right? And mining other coins that's not Ethereum. It's basically the same idea really as mining Ethereum. It's just you have to do a little bit more grunt work and getting the wallets, getting the information. Of course, not mining Ethereum on that aspect. So all right guys, on to the next question. How do I set the overclocks for the certain coin that I want to mine? All right, this question is another big question. It's a lot of information that I'm going to try to explain here the best I can. There's just so much. But I guess the first thing to understand first is depending on which coin you want to mine, you know, they require different overclocks depending on the GPUs you have. So for example, you know, let's say you want to mine a Eternity or something. All right, let's just go here. And you can see that in mining pool stats, the great thing about mining pool stats, it shows the algorithm that is tied to the coin that you're mining. So Cuckoo Cycle is the algorithm. Now, if you go to Ravencoin, you can see that the algorithm right here is called Kapow. It is a ProgPow variant. And also, if you go to Cortex here, it's Cuckoo Cycle as well. So there's a bunch of different algorithms, as you can see on this left bar here. And when you click on it, right, let's go at GPU Equihash, and you'll see Aeon, Flux, okay, Equihash 2210.9. For Aeon, Flux is Equihash 125.4. And so all these different algorithms generally require a different overclock setting. And in my opinion, it's relatively the same across all the different GPUs. So what I mean by that is, okay, so for example, mining Ethereum, the efficiency for NVIDIA cards is going to be using the absolute core clock setting. So that's locking the core. And so, for example, right, in Hive OS, if you wanted to, let's say I have like 3070 Ti's here. Actually, no, this is a bad example. Let's go to my other Octominer rig here, 3080s. Okay, so I'm using absolute core clock here in Hive OS. And in this case, that it's locking the core at that certain number and the voltage. And so it's giving us the most efficient level at that number. And so what we're trying to do at that point is you can see the power consumption and relatively the hash rate that I can achieve on these cards. It's like the perfect medium, like the perfect level per se, in order to get that, you know, efficiency, the best number out of your GPU basically for hash rate. And now, if we were to talk about Ravencoin, for example, it is apparent that we don't use absolute core clock because using the regular like plus 100 core, plus 200, plus 150 is the way to go. And that's what we've tested on a bunch of other coins here, especially. Okay, so I forgot to talk about in Windows to show you guys an example. So in T-Rex Miner, there is a lock core clock function here, batch file command. So let me just quickly show you this. I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. But as we are going here, we type that in, lock core clock 1200. Or actually, I have an A2000 here, so that's going to be 1000. Now, other batch file commands here that I use in T-Rex Miner here is going to be mclock and also I think fan speed as well. Because if you are going to use T-Rex Miner or any other mining software, NB Miner, G Miner, all that stuff, make sure you look at the batch file commands, especially if you are not going to use MSI Afterburner. So in this case, when I'm doing something like this, we do not need to have MSI Afterburner. So you want to make sure that's closed in when you're mining. So core clock, I'm just going to do, I don't know, 2000 or 2400, fan 100, because these things get pretty hot. And another thing, we do have to run this as administrator. So one thing I like to do is copy the address string in Windows here in the T-Rex miner string, address string. And then you want to make sure you do the slash here and then do quotes here, so that now we're going to save it. Basically what this is going to do is just going to make sure that I click the right one. Yeah, okay. So then we're going to right click, run as admin. And so that is going to enable everything to do absolute core clock. If you're going to have the absolute core clock batch command here, it will not run by itself. You need to run it as administrator. And yeah, you got to make sure you add this string of where the file folder is, or else it will not run as administrator. That's what I've learned in Windows. And yeah, it should get pretty decent numbers. So we'll come back to this. So now let's talk about, some people may ask, Red Panda, where do you get the overclock settings now for your GPUs? And yeah, I have a few different overclock numbers for a bunch of different GPUs that I've tested over the past couple years here. So really, you do RTX 3070 hash rate. So if you search that up on YouTube, or whichever GPU you have, there's going to be somebody out there, some crypto mining YouTuber will have a video about it. So for me, I have a bunch of them across all different GPUs. We got Seb's FinTech channel, we got Mining Chamber, we got all Crypto Donkey Miner, we got everybody. A lot of people will cover which hash rate and overclock that can be achieved on these GPUs. And so just click on their videos, watch them, and in most cases, all of these guys will have their hash rate overclock settings in the description. And for me, I have my Google Sheet here in the description. So you guys can see if you want, link down below. And I have a bunch of different numbers, power clock settings, and MSI Afterburner. And if anyone that's using Hive OS, you just have to, in this case, yeah, some of these I've done like a long time ago, and these are all tests when I was testing in Windows. Then you'll just have to double the memory in Hive OS. Okay, it's going to be plus 2600 for let's see here, RTX 3060 Ti. And yeah, highlighted numbers in my sheets are like the ones that are the most efficient power clock settings, overclock settings that I've used. And so that is how, you know, you want to get the most out of your GPU at the most efficient setting. That's what you can see. I've tested a bunch of different power limit settings, and then we do the hash to watt, you know, ratio, the comparison here, just to see which one is the most efficient at what overclock setting, right? That's what I mean by having efficiency, to get the most out of your GPU in terms of the hash rate and the power consumption coming out of the GPU. Okay, so hopefully that helps people. All right, how do I set the overclocks for a certain coin that I want to mine? And I didn't even, did I cover the Hive OS here? I'll just quickly show you guys in case people in Hive OS, you know, in Hive OS, you can easily change the overclock settings here. And another thing, if you don't have time or couldn't find the overclock, you can go to popular reset presets up at the top here, and here you can find the certain coin that you want to mine. Example, you want to mine Flux, right? And you can choose the GPU that you have in your mining farm, let's say RTX 3070s, and you can generally use these overclock settings. All right, there's a whole bunch here. Let's just say this one, the first one, and you can add just recommended value from the selected preset, click add, and it will add the overclocks here in Hive OS. Now, if you want to do it in Windows, right? Windows requires a little bit more love here. All right, it looks like my hash rate dropped here. You will either do it in MSI Afterburner, or you will do the custom batch file commands, which I talked about earlier. I like using the batch file commands in T-Rex Miner, but you know, in some cases, most people for that are mining in Windows, and for those that have maybe a couple graphics cards, you guys will probably be using MSI Afterburner, in which case, you know, there's going to be these types of settings on YouTube everywhere to get the most out of your GPU. All right, at, you know, lower power consumption. In most cases, most people don't use 100% power limit. You're going to be changing this for sure. So going back, just to finalize, just to talk about the different algorithms, whatever coin that you guys are going to mine after Ethereum. All of my Google Sheets here show different coins that I've tested, And so you can generally try all the different power clock settings here and all that good stuff. Well, hopefully that makes some sense to you all. If not, please let me know. All right, let's go to the next question. How do I receive the coins from the mining pool I choose? Okay, this question is pretty simple. Depending where you're mining, most mining pools will have a setting where you can change the minimum payout or anything like that. So let's go to Raven coin. Actually, let's do something else. I've been wanting to try a different coin all these times here. Let's just pick a conceal. Here we go, conceal. All right, and oh, look at that, 74% of the hash rate is on hashvault.pro. So that is something you do not want to see. So if anyone's mining conceal out there, you guys want to make sure you spread out the hash rate, keep it decentralized. But anyways, let's go to herominers.com, for instance. And in most case, let me just see here. So at the top, okay, settings, if you go to, there's a button here called settings, and this may be different amongst all the different mining pools. Okay, this is just an example. I will show another example after this. But you can set your minimum payout level. All right, so once you hit that number that you've mined on the pool, it will then automatically pay out to your address. In this case, my conceal address, test address here. And then on some mining pools is where you can add an email address so that you'll get an email when a worker stops hashing. So this is a nice little feature here on Hero Miners. Let's do another example here, another coin. Let's do Raven coin. Something maybe a lot of people will probably move to for mining. And let's do minerpool.org. Okay, minerpool.org. Let's go to their website here. And let's say you looks like we're gonna have to go to a random miner here. And okay, so this is just some random guy. So once you are searching up your wallet that you've entered in to search, pretending this is your address, right? Just looking at it, and you're wondering, how can I get the coins out? Well, very similar idea that we just saw in conceal is, you know, there is a minimum payout threshold, which is 1 Raven coin on minerpool.org, but you can change that. Okay, there's a change button here called you can change the amount of coins needed to accumulate before the payout is sent to your wallet. All right, so this is where you can change the Raven coin amount that it can be sent. So basically it will accumulate. Let's say you want to do all the way up to 1,000 Raven coin. So 1,000 Raven coin will then accumulate on minerpool.org. And then once you hit that 1,000 Raven coin, it will pay out to your Raven coin receiving address that you got from your wallet that you set up earlier. All right, so hopefully that makes some sense. And yeah, a lot of mining pools will have this type of setting. You just have to go to their respective website, put in your Raven coin address, and then you will see the settings there to change out the minimum payout. I think there are some mining pools that don't have it, but in any case, you'll just have to do your research, click on the mining pool and see if they have something like that, right? All the information is there if you guys need. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's go to the next question. Does it matter which mining pool I am mining on? This question has come up before, and this is one where it's you can't really predict which pool is going to be better than another. And ultimately, all the mining pools out there, like whatever coin you're mining, it should equal out to 100% eventually, within like maybe a span of a year. So luck factor on the mining pool is a pretty big thing, and it should equal out to 100% eventually. There's a website here called miningpoolsprofits.com, and this is specifically for Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. It looks like Ethereum Classic. Oh yeah, here we go. And you can generally see here, they calculate the block rewards and just what their luck factor is. You can see on the last 90 days here, let's say Ethereum Classic. I'm not going to show anything about Ethereum, but on Ethereum Classic, for instance, if we did the last 90 days here, it shows that Ethermine has had the most Ethereum on average on the past 90 days. If you go last 60 days here, you can see that it's been Zet. I don't know Zet. Let's see, Zet mining pool. If we go to Ethereum Classic here, and we go to Zet, are they even... Oh, here we go. Zet, they're like number 30 with only 18 gigahash. Wow. So the past 30 days, Zet has a higher luck factor here than Ethermine the last 60 days. All right, last 30 days is Zet again. Last 21 days is Zet. 14 days. Ooh, Flexpool with Ethereum Classic coming in on 14 days, number 1. Last 7 days, Flexpool. Last 3 days, Flexpool. Last 1 day, Flexpool. So, but you can see generally the last 90 days, it's been Ethermine that has been the most, getting the most blocks. And then amongst, everyone that is mining on Ethermine, hopefully everyone understand this, is that Ethermine, everyone that's mining on Ethermine right now is sharing the block rewards on Ethereum Classic that they're mining on that pool specifically, and that's going to go with all the other mining pools that are finding blocks. You can see last found block here, block height, so that's the block number. You can see here they've been finding them pretty much every minute or so, I guess. And 2 miners is next, Hivon, Nanopool, right? This is just an example, right? There's plenty of other coins out there that have very similar idea here. And yeah, Elysium, 100% hash rate on coolpool.top. Interesting. Just to talk about the migration, right? Everyone's probably going to be moving towards the top mining coins, proof of work coins for GPU miners. So there's going to be Raven coin, most likely Ethereum Classic. And what else we got? We got Ergo, Flux, of course, Conflux, and Eternity potentially, and Aeon, of course, and Firo, Beam. All these coins here are going to be potential coins that a lot of people are going to be moving to. So yeah, anyway, to go back to the question, doesn't matter which mining pool I'm mining on, and I'm going to say no. It really doesn't matter. Over time, the profitability should equal out anyway to 100%. The luck factor is really the biggest factor, and it changes all the time amongst all the mining pools. So that is the biggest factor, a variable on when you're mining to a mining pool. So really, to end off with this question, the fundamental thing is to split off the hash rate. Just make sure you decentralize the network, make sure the hash rate is spread out amongst all the other pools. Like, let's see, Ethereum Classic is doing pretty good. It's pretty good at decentralizing the hash rate, which is great. The hash rate is amongst a lot of different mining pools. That's the way it should be. I mean, it could be better on a lot of other coins as well. So just don't forget to do that. Don't forget to do that. Okay, next question. What can I do with the coins that I received from mining? And I'll answer taxes shortly after. So this is going to be, this is really, it depends. You can hodl it. You can send it to somebody. You can sell it, of course. You can potentially buy something. You can do whatever you want, right? You're self-sovereign. You hold on to your private keys, and you can send whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with your coins. One of the biggest ones, I think, for a lot of people is going to be potentially, they want to either trade their coins or liquidate their coins somehow. So just an example, let's do Conflux this time. Let's go to Conflux, and say you're mining Conflux, woollypoly.com. You got to go into your wallet address. You have access to your wallet, whatever Conflux uses for their wallet. I believe it's there are a few mobile wallets or their QT wallet and such. So if we go to CoinMarketCap, go to Conflux, and you essentially want to sell the coin. So you're going to go to here, Conflux, and you're going to go to market. This is one of the great things about using CoinMarketCap or even CoinGecko. It will show which exchanges are they support, right? Which Conflux is supported on a lot of different exchanges here. And looks like a lot of trading pairs as well, like USDT, BTC. You got Conflux and ETH, of course, but that's generally it. So you can either sell your Conflux into ETH or Bitcoin or USDT. And then if you want to sell it into cash, then on those exchanges, you can most likely sell the USDT or BTC or ETH into fiat, whatever your currency is. And so that's going to go with, I guess, taxes, right? If you are going to be essentially selling it into cash and ultimately, you're going to wire transfer that into your bank account, that's essentially easily auditable. and traceable. And that is going to go from an exchange into your bank account, which then, you know, if you ever get audited, they're going to ask, hey, where did this come from? And so that's why, in my opinion, for the coins that you're going to sell, this is not financial advice. You guys can do whatever you want. But for me personally, I pay taxes on the crypto that I mine, especially the, like, example, Ethereum, right? The most coin that I've mined last year, and I had to pay taxes on that. So in Canada, we pay tax on when you mine the coin at that time. So that at the price of when you mine it, and we're going to talk about what software we're going to use to easily, you know, calculate all that for you, is, you know, when you mine that certain coin, like Ethereum, for example, that is a taxable event. When it goes into your wallet, your personal Ethereum wallet that you use. So whether that's on a hardware wallet or Zalcore, whatever wallet that you have access to, that is the taxable event. So you have to pay taxes on that. And in Canada, that's going to be based on your income tax level, whether you're doing it as a business or that kind of thing. So if you're doing it as a hobby, it's kind of a gray area. You got to basically have a couple GPUs or less if you're going to do it as a hobby. But if you have, you know, like a whole mining rig or a couple mining rigs, that's already like a business, in my opinion. Not financial advice. You guys go talk to your CPA, tax accountant, for all that kind of stuff. So the software that I use for taxes is Coinly.io. This is seriously one of the easiest way to calculate your taxes. And another thing I forgot to mention is, so you pay the taxes on the crypto that you mined. And so you guys are maybe asking, like, Red Panda, where do you have the cash to, to pay for the taxes? And yes, so you can you have enough money, like from your regular job or whatever, you have other investments made and you can use that cash to pay for the taxes, then that's great. But if you don't, then you most likely will have to sell the crypto. And if you sell the crypto, then as a business, you're going to incur either like a capital gain or a capital loss, depending on what time you sold the crypto based on the initial price of the coin of when you mined it, if that makes sense. So Coinly will calculate all that for you, the mining income and then also the capital gain once you sell the coin. In some potential cases, there's some time, maybe if you're mining your Ethereum, for example, or whatever coin you're mining into the exchange, or wherever you're going to exchange the Ethereum into fiat right away, then you could potentially not incur any capital gains or losses, as that's basically like your income already. But most cases, people are mining to their own Ethereum wallet, and if the price of the coins change, which they do, like literally every hour, every minute, you're going to incur either a capital loss or gain depending on which time you sold it. Okay, so not financial advice. Please talk to your tax accountant, CPA, whatever, all that stuff. Crypto tax is something you're going to have to do if you're eventually going to sell into fiat, into cash. Okay, and as I'm talking, the crypto market's like crashing hardcore right now. So rip the capital losses now. it's going down like mad. Anyways, guys, what I mentioned in this whole thing is not financial advice, but do things at your own risk. I don't think anyone should sway away from doing taxes, especially if, like I said, that you're going to be eventually selling and ultimately going to be putting that money into your bank account, which is traceable. And I forgot to mention, like, KYC, all that kind of stuff with the exchanges. You're going to probably have to do that anyway. And yeah, so do your taxes. It's something that you don't want to invade something like that. Ooh, all right. This is a very, very long video. I hope you guys are still here. Let me know if you got this far or watched the whole video. I don't know. I guess this is questions that for most new people coming in that will probably watch this video, but for people that have been mining already, you probably know most of this already. But let me know either way. I appreciate everyone who supports me and watches these videos. Okay, guys, next question. We're not done yet. Where do I go to look for mining profitability to get the most out of my GPUs? All right. So there's going to be two parts to this question, I guess, relating to the last question. So really, what to mine? .com is probably one of the most popular websites to look for. Depending on which GPUs you have, you can click on whichever ones that you have and generally see the mining profitability of that graphics card. So I haven't given much love to the AMD cards in this video at all, and I realized I totally forgot to talk about overclocking AMD cards. But just to quickly mention that I do have a few AMD cards here that I have done in terms of overclock settings and what else? Yeah, 6500 XTs. That's a card I wouldn't buy for money. 6600 XT. That's probably a notorious one I would buy. One of the most efficient GPUs mining Ethereum and Ravencoin and such. And 6700 XTs are good. 6800 XT I think is the sweet spot on the 6000 series cards. But now as of recording, I think there are new GPUs that came out, the 6650 XT and 6750 XT or something. So maybe those might be better. I guess I have to get my hands on those, and that I'll do another time. But anyways, going back to, I guess, talking about profitability, to get most out of your GPUs, you're going to be looking at what to mine, right? So very simple. You're looking at your GPUs here generally to see, how much they make a day, right? So an RTX 3090, for instance, let's say you have one of these. So obviously right now, and it's been like this for maybe the past 2 years, is mining Ethereum is the most profitable coin on a 3090, for instance. Let's just do an AMD card, RX 6800, and hit calculate. And all these other variables and metrics here, these are your cost per kilowatt hour. Very important if you want to see how much you're making after your electrical cost. And sort by, this is going to be, there's a lot of different other variables, days, or different variables that you can change here if you want, right? Current profit, current revenue, profitability the past 24 hours. That just gives you the general profitability for the past 24 hours. So that's something I normally do, and you can generally see, like a 6800 is, it's going to be Ethereum at about $1.30 a day at 10 cents kilowatt hour. Now, there are other websites to choose for mining profitability, and MinerStat is also another one here that has a really nice mining calculator. I haven't used it much, but you can see here, you can click on add hardware, and you can choose whether it's an ASIC, AMD, or an NVIDIA. And this is actually pretty nice. And let's just do NVIDIA. Let's do RTX 3070 and add hardware. You can give a description if you like, but you can see here, this is pretty nice, right? You can see, actually, I would say MinerStat has more coins showing here than what to mine. What to mine has some nice coins that show here that due to profitability, but MinerStat, I've seen that they do have some other statistics here showing that profitability is better on maybe other coins that what to mine does not show. So for example, Volar, I don't know how to say that, mining pool hub, ETH Spider ETH, what is this? So that doesn't show up on what to mine. But what to mine has like Equilibria, Rio, Conceal. They have that as well. MinerStat has it as well. But I would take all this information with a grain of salt. You will have to do your own profitability tests, like whatever coin that you're mining. And if you care about profitability, I mean, that's as this question I'm answering is if you care about the money that you're generating, and taxes come into play, especially when you're caring about profitability. And so that's really a big one for those that are wanting to just search up, what the most profitable coin to mine is. And I mean, generally, as of right now, Ethereum is the one. But right, to go back to the Great Ethereum Migration, is that after proof of work, right, after the Ethereum proof of work moving to proof of stake, which is going to happen potentially this year or in 2023, is now all of us are going to be wondering, not mining Ethereum, we're all going to be talking about other coins out there. Could be Ergo, could be Rio, Equilibria, could be Conceal, Ravencoin, Firo, Flux, all these other coins, Conflux, all these other coins that are showing up at the top of the profitability charts here are going to really matter. And it could be very detrimental to the whole mining ecosystem once Ethereum is out. Profitability will probably tank because there's a lot of hash rate right now, a lot of GPUs, a lot of hardware mining Ethereum. So for us to really care about this is, I would say, a moot point, because we're going to have to really believe that the crypto markets, if you're going to continue to GPU mine, you are going to believe that there is going to be still profitable coins out there. But now, to talk about, not everyone is going to be able to keep going, because if things are unprofitable, then it may not make sense for those to keep mining, especially if they're losing money depending on their electrical costs. So financially, some people that are living paycheck to paycheck, they will not be able to continue to mine. So things will probably start equaling out as they do, especially in the past bear markets of crypto. And so this will go into my last question here. Should I care about mining profitability? Yes, you should, in a sense. Crypto mining is not a get rich quick scheme. This is I would say the mentality for some people out there that are wanting to get rich by mining. And, I'm going to have to say mining is not a get rich quick scheme. It is something that you are in it for the long haul. It's like a crawl, walk, run type of method. That is a term I took from Bitsby Trip, and he is our OG, crypto mining OG of the crypto mining community. That method is literally like, the longer you are in crypto mining, the more you understand and care about, whether or not you are mining this certain coin and yielding when things are unprofitable. So as hash rates come down on certain coins, let's say Ethereum in the past, for example, even though you were breaking even, and I've shown profitability videos about this about 2 years ago, is that, as you're mining like on a single RX 580 rig, and you're yielding like 0.1 Ethereum a day or something, but you're only making about 10 cents a day, you got to realize that you're yielding a lot more of the Ethereum back then, and it's essentially gambling or hoping that the coin is going to appreciate. And so lo and behold, that did happen, right? That did happen for those that were mining Ethereum back in, I don't know, the last bear market of the long bear market of 2018 that happened for the next 2 years. And during these times, the network hash rate was very low for Ethereum, very low. It pretty much depicts the price of Ethereum here. And as the Ethereum price started going up, a lot of miners started coming in, and lo and behold, as you go to what to mine, sure, the dollar value was really nice, but your yields, the amount of the rewards that you were generating of your mining rigs, were getting less and less and less, because more and more people were joining in on the mining profitability because the fiat number was so nice, but the yield was getting much worse. So you got to think about it, right? There's an opportunity cost there to mine during the bear markets, and this is not financial advice, right? It's definitely a gamble, and this goes back to the financial situation of each person. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you most likely will not be able to do something like that, because you have to pay for your electrical bill out of your pocket. That's ultimately the biggest expense for crypto miners, especially GPU miners. If you're going to be mining at a loss, or at least breaking even, and you're then going to be, especially if you're believing that the coin's going to go up, then you most likely have a full-time job. You're able to pay for your electrical bill out of your pocket. You don't have that many rigs, and so you're able to hodl all those coins and ultimately wait till, a nice time that you can sell it, as it has appreciated a lot more, and you've garnered a lot more Ethereum because you've yielded so much when times were low. Also, buying GPUs during these times is much better because things are unprofitable, and so people don't care about crypto mining as much, and it's just like the best time to buy hardware, and it's the best time to mine. But that goes with, as long as you're financially stable to do something like that. Not everyone is going to do that, depending on your financial situation. That is such a big factor. All right, so okay, so really, yeah, this question is going to depend on everyone's financial situation, but there are many different strategies out there, and really, in my opinion, as looking at, another thing I want to talk about is, when you're looking on mining pool stats, there are plenty of people that are mining coins that don't even care about profitability. Example, right? Let's just go to what to mine here. Okay, so let's just do an RTX 3070. Okay, 6 of them. All right, let's say calculate. So typical rig, 3070 rig. I just want to go to the very bottom barrel here. Let's just go Ether Gem. All right, let's go to Ether Gem. This is a coin. Let's go to mining pool stats. Okay, sorry, Ether Gem shows 22 cents a day on 63070s. That's that's pretty much nothing, right? So let's type in Ether Gem on Mining Pool stats. Look at this. There are 10 people mining, or 10 different wallet Ether Gem wallet addresses mining Ether Gem right now. That's potentially 10 people. There could be multiple mining rigs on one address, so that's considered, this is a wallet address, miners, and that's about 2.28 gigahash. That's a good, I would say that could be like, I don't know, 20 or 18 RTX 3090s. That's really not much, but hey, these guys are supporting Ether Gem, right? They don't care about the mining profitability. They're potentially risking and gambling that potentially that there could be a price appreciation on Ether Gem. So these guys are probably yielding right now a bunch of Ether Gem. Let's just say 63070s. You're able to yield 320 Ether Gem a day. So imagine if the price of Ether Gem, if we let's just see if CoinMarketCap actually has Ether Gem. And they do. Wow. See, they have a website, egem.io, white paper, community, everything. Look at that. And look at, oh, look at that. Look at that. Ether Gem had a nice price spike here to almost $1. Oh my goodness. But it instantly dropped back down to like 26 cents or 20.2 cents a day. 0.2 cents that day. Wow, that is crazy. Sorry, did I say $1? No, that's 10 cents, 9 cents. Okay, yeah, that's not $1. Sorry. So yeah, anyways, these people are thinking that are mining Ether Gem right now, and that really goes along with all the other coins that you see on mining pool stats. Heck, when you go to new coins, profitability may not even exist because there's no exchange supported on these coins. So like, look at this. Look at this. Known pools. Like there's a bunch of pools on these new coins that just came out like a month or two months ago. And there's a decent amount of hash rate. Yeah, a decent, not much, but you know, there are people speculating and mining on these coins, right? Let's go to this Shahe Pay X16RV2. Look at this. There's 27 different miners, different wallet addresses mining on Shahe Pay right now. 228 megahash. Oh, this is an ASIC mineable coin, I believe. And look at all these other coins here. Like there's people mining these coins. There's a community, there's communities amongst all these different coins here. And that is something where, see, these people don't care about the mining profitability. And they either believe in the project, they believe in the fundamentals, they believe in maybe some potential price appreciation. I'm not sure. Or, you know, this could be all these other coins here that people are mining. It could be that, you know, it could be a couple miners out there, big miners that have a couple mining rigs on these coins just for speculation. When you're mining these other coins, it's all speculation. Even Ravencoin, even Ethereum Classic, even Ethereum. These are all spec mining coins. Maybe Ethereum is more, I would say, profitability based, but speculation is basically you're believing that these coins are going to appreciate in the future, and you're going to basically outweigh the amount of versus mining Ethereum. So that's really it, right? That's really it. There's so many strategies out there, so many different coins, and there's still a lot of people that are mining other coins out there, whether or not it's profitable or not. So, all right, guys, I think that's it. I think there was so much more I wanted to talk about. This video is long enough already. Let me know if you got to the end of this video, and like what I really want to do in this video is just talk about in depth a little bit more. You know what? I could probably literally make videos on each of these topics by themselves and talk about, like, get into it in depth way more. This is kind of just an overview, general overview of these kind of questions that potentially, as new miners are coming in, are going to realize once Ethereum goes away, or even with Ethereum now, that as you're going to be moving to other coins, you know, there's a lot that we have to learn, and overclocks and different wallets and the coins, and you got to learn about what these coins stand for. And, you know, profitability might change, might go down to the dumps after Ethereum. Who knows? This is things that we are all wanting to find out right now. This is the data. That's why we are going to mine to another coin for a day. Like I said, I'm going to be doing Aeon for a whole day, and we're excited to see what the data is going to bring out. And if nothing comes about with it, then so be it. That's something that we're eventually going to have to do anyway. All right, guys. So anyways, guys, I think that is it. Yeah, there's always something more I could talk about, but if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. Anything I got wrong or anything that you like. If you appreciate what I'm doing, please just hit that like button and share the video, and let me know if you guys are going to join the Great Ethereum Hashrate Migration, and let me know what coin you guys are going to mine down below as well. All right, for this May 13th, tomorrow, when this video is out, you guys will, yeah, we're going to start this tomorrow for a day, May 13th on Friday, for a whole day, and then you guys can do whichever you like after that, and then we're going to see the data of all these other coins. All right, my friends, thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Have a good one, and peace out.